I'm Donald Cameron. I've been an optometrist since 1977 when I qualified from Glasgow. When I left school, I left with an undistinguished career, and so but at university I ended up with an upper second, which I was really delighted with. And that gave me a lot of confidence, I think, actually. You know, it made me think, well, maybe I'm better than I think I am, or something like that. I started work in 76 for my pre-registration year till 77, and then from 77 till 81 I was working just as a jobbing optometrist. And eventually I just said to the fellow I was working for, you know, I really need to know more about the business if this is going to be something I commit to. And I said, really, I feel if I'm going to be with you long term, I need to have a share in all of that, which ultimately also means a share in the running of the business. And so we negotiated, you know, a bit, and I paid him a lump of money and he bought a Ferrari car. And then got involved with the political side. And I'd been chair of the AOP from 1990 to 2000. But I don't think I did anything in the year that people say, oh, that was a great year when Donald Cameron was there. The issue was that when we were speaking to the government about anything, the Scottish government, we were getting multiple voices. You get an AOP voice, you get a photo voice, you get a college voice, you get a GOC voice. And eventually the Scottish government just said, well, we can't make anything of this. And they couldn't work with us. And Frank and I sat down and said, we need to form a body that brings everything together. So Hal joined us, and the three of us were really committed to trying to put aside all the things that would separate us and just drive this forward and get one group. And that was the start of Optometry Scotland. That was 2002, 2003. So over the next few years, we negotiated with the government and we got a new contract in 2006. And that was transformational because it meant that now we were being paid for doing the job that we felt we were wanting to do. I think between 2003 and 2009, when all that happened, I mean, we were day and night at this. It was not a thing you did for money, but we could see we were going somewhere. That was the thing. And you know, the group we had round about us were helping, and we could see there was a sense of direction. No, it was very exciting days. Did that for a couple of years, and then my son joined the practice and worked with me up until 2011. At which point my wife was unwell and clearly was not going to survive long term, and so Ian took over the business. I walked out and had a year with my wife, which I wouldn't have otherwise been able to spend the time with her. So I was able to go to clinic appointments. We had nice holidays and did stuff together, and she died in 2012. So that was a big, huge change, you know, because I was retired out the practice and then I was on my own, and so that's another change in my life. Well, I got married again to an old family friend who had come back to Edinburgh, and she had lost her other half, and so we met up and one thing led to another. So we got married in March. So she had 4 grandchildren and I had 4 grandchildren, and so that was 8, and there's a 9th was just arriving, and there's a 10th one on its way, so we've got quite a batch of them. Don't really get enough time with them, I think that's the thing, because I'm still quite busy with things, so I need to organise myself a bit more, but we'll see how that goes. I work for an organisation, NHS Education for Scotland, and that organisation is the organisation that does all the education for the health service staff throughout Scotland, and I share that job with a colleague, so I've got a 2.5-day week, which is perfect. I'm slightly anxious that I'll wake up in the morning and think I have nothing to do all day today. And that's not a great feeling for me. And I don't know how I'll deal with that. I think I have a short attention span. I am amazed that I managed to stay in practice for 30 odd years. I just need to have different things happening in my life. You know, doing the same thing, it wouldn't matter what my job was, doing the same thing every day would just kill me. So I do need to have a lot of variation, and that's why the politics, that's why the education, that's why the examining, it's why the contact lenses, you know, anything that gives difference. And I've been in the right place at the right time, and I've been the right person at the right time for all these jobs. I mean, other people could have been there and not grabbed the ball, or other people might have grabbed the ball but didn't know what to do with it. And I've just been the right person at the right time with a group of folks around about me that were gearing up to do the same stuff. So it's all, as I say, it just all seems to fall into place for me.